Hello everybody and welcome to today's interview. Today is the 13th of November and I hope everyone is having a great morning. I am Joaquin.
Kaylin.
Jordan. Jared.
Quinn.
And today we'll be talking about the problems of the world. So sit back and make yourself comfortable. Today we will be covering globalization, specifically Australia and China.
What is globalization? Globalization is like the trade between different countries around the globe. So say you can buy something from the US, you ship it around, for example, China, or China to Australia, or Australia to China, and vice versa. Globalization involves everyone, all the countries, trying to trade with each other for everyone to profit, or to everyone to have an advancement in resources.
But first of all, when did globalization start? When was the first instance of globalization?
It started it's the Silk Road in China. When China built the Silk Road to the British Empire, they traded silk with merchants. The merchants eventually came from India and started selling their spice along the Spice Road as well as the Silk Road. That's one of the first instances of globalization. It especially helped with countries trading in between each other. So basically, finally, some countries would get gunpowder from China and silk and spices from India and all the other countries in the subcontinental area. China, they basically developed everything. They make, especially today, there's over 900,000 factories, and that's terrible. Families live there. So they are actually those factories that keep on breathing and living, because countries like, for example, Australia, a developed country, we sell our natural gases to them. Which means that if we stop supplying them, our economy will go down. But China will have to find someone else to make their own products.
So if we start giving them resources to make our stuff, we're not going to get our stuff anymore.
We will still get it, but we just won't be.
It would be more expensive.
So we will have to pay them more money.
The thing about it is, globalization, it gives these people in these developing countries, such as in China, it gives these people good jobs in horrible conditions, but jobs nonetheless, and stable ones. But in Australia, it also takes away these jobs from Australian citizens, which is not what we want.
Especially in factories, I heard about the Peters or the Streets brand. They started they cut off 40% of their workers because they found they can make them cheaper in other countries. Especially materials, like the places that we were at our school, they're made in Fiji, and that's just an example of it. It's very very different. The gap between countries have been developing, especially around the US to other countries like India and Europe and the Asia area, because it's developed really not so much.
How can we stop the negatives of globalization in both countries?
So how can we minimize the gap between developing and developed countries?
Yeah, exactly. I reckon the best way to get rid of the gap between developed and developing countries would be to get rid of developing. I don't mean destroy developing countries. I mean get them to a developed state.
So
if we got China to build more infrastructure and build better, get them to a more stable or better humanitarian place,
and
such as Australia or Europe or
America. Like a very high developed country.
Because the GDP does determine its development.
And then once they're developed, since they aren't focusing on the problems inside of their borders, they can then start helping other countries more.
In my opinion, it will take a long time, but we will eventually manage to do it. Because as we know, China is a developing country, and there's a lot of factories. As Jared said, how many factories there are?
190.
And then people live inside the factories themselves, so it's in my opinion, better distribution of natural items such as water, food supplies to help the people work better and produce more.